Well, we're learning new details from the recent tax returns of Governor Gavin Newsom and first partner Jennifer Siebel Newsom. Good evening. As always, thank you so much for joining us on To the Point. I'm Alex Bell. For example, the governor netted nearly $75,000 as an author. He and Siebel Newsom paid close to $3 million in federal taxes, and the couple donated more than $200,000 to charity, mostly in the form of cash, but also $4,900 worth of Armani businesswear. That's all according to 4 years worth of tax returns, which ABC 10's Becca Habegger has spent hours studying today. Becca, what else can you tell us?
Well, Alex, I poured over some 600 pages in 3.5 hours. The tax returns aren't being made available to the general public, and journalists were given an unrushed window of several hours to review the documents. Now, we couldn't photograph or capture video of anything, so you're getting these insights straight from my pen and paper notes. Let's start with the high-level takeaways. In 2021, the Newsoms reported taxable income of $3.56 million and paid nearly $1.25 million in federal taxes. Now, those higher numbers are because the couple sold their Marin County mansion of 10 years for close to $6 million. In 2022, they reported $1.6 million in taxable income, paying $546,000 in federal taxes. And in both 2023 and 2024, the couple reported $1.39 million in taxable income, paying about $500,000 in federal taxes. Now, in each year, a little over a third of the couple's taxable income went to those federal taxes. So let's talk about sources of income. Other than the sale of that mansion in 2019, the family's income and sources have remained fairly stable, most coming from various investments, including blind trusts the couple placed holdings into when Newsom became governor. A little under a quarter of their taxable income came from salaries. Now, those include Newsom's pay as governor of California. In 2024, the state paid him about $242,000. Income also includes Siebel Newsom's pay of about $150,000 per year net from a nonprofit she founded called and leads, called the Representation Project. She also paid herself from a production company she founded called Girls Club Entertainment, but that company reported losses every year, and she stopped paying herself in 2023. Siebel Newsom also received some royalties from her work in the film industry, but never netting more than $700 in any given year. Now, Newsom says releasing his tax returns for journalists to review is a matter of transparency. And so prior to now, he hadn't released any since 2022. Still, he points to President Donald Trump, criticizing him for not voluntarily releasing his own returns. I asked the White House for a response, which effectively ignored my question about Newsom and said, in part, President Trump is the most transparent and accessible president in American history to the media, and his return to the White House saved the legacy media from going out of business. So, Alex, the bottom line is the Newsom's tax returns show they're actually making slightly less money now than during Newsom's first year in office. They asked for an extension on their 2025 return, so we will review that once it's available.
Yeah, Becca, and I know you're still looking over those documents. She had them all over her desk. Thank you for those updates. And of course, if we find anything else, we'll bring you the latest information. Thanks, Becca.